San Diego's #1 hit music station, Channel 933. It's Cabana Boy Jeff in America's finest city. And there's one thing that everybody's talking about, and it's not the weather. It's the San Diego Sockers.
This city deserves a championship, so I have this question. Who's it gonna be? What team is gonna step up? What player is gonna become a superstar? Who is going to become a legend in this town? And that team is the San Diego Sockers.
San Diego, we need you. Are you with us? Let's do this.
Welcome inside Pechanga Arena, San Diego. It's time for the Major Arena Soccer League on MASL TV. Tonight, the San Diego Sockers wrap up their three-match homestand as they welcome in for the first and only time this year the El Paso Coyotes out of the Southwest Division. Alongside Nate Abarea, Craig Elston here back with you for another round of San Diego Sockers action on MASL TV. Another nail-biter, another thriller for the Sockers. 6-5, come from behind, come from 3 down, 3-0 at halftime to beat the Ontario Fury Friday night. That led the Sockers now to a 7-1 record, 3-0 against Ontario. A chance here against El Paso to go for the perfect weekend.
What a weekend it is for the Sockers. Seems crazy that was 48 hours ago. We were right here in this building for that wild come-from-behind victory for the Sockers. With everything that's gone on around the division and really around the entire western half of the Major Arena Soccer League, this has a chance with a win tonight to be for all intents and purposes, a perfect weekend for the San Diego Sockers.
Indeed. You look at Tacoma, 4 losses. Ontario now, they lost to the Stars last night. They've got 5 losses. So San Diego with a chance to really gain some ground in the Pacific Division. And the Sockers are doing it with defense. We always focus on offense in arena soccer, but the Sockers defense has conceded just 3 1/3 goals per match. Guerrero Pino, one of those newcomers to this San Diego lineup, but he has been strong in the back end.
Guerrero Pino reminding me a lot, Craig, of what Raimundo Contreras did for the team last year. And having Guerrero come into this team, it's been like adding that linchpin at the back. It's having that dependable, just blanket defender at all times. And I think as this season progresses, it's going to really make an impact with the attack. Guys being comfortable, maybe taking a few more risks going forward, knowing that you got the warrior, Guerrero Pino, at the back.
The Coyotes check in at 2-4. They consider themselves a still improving side. Have a couple nice wins at home. They've been 0-3 on the road. They are without their leading scorer, Hugo Puentes, with 10 goals in 6 games. He's injured. That's going to put the scoring bulk on Omar Tapia. He's got the size to be successful up front.
Tapia's got to be huge for El Paso, but it's also got to be a full team effort for the visitors here this evening. And maybe they can take a little inspiration from the fact that every game the Sockers have played in this arena has been a darn close one. Maybe we'll have another one here tonight.
It's the Sockers and the El Paso Coyotes. Lineups and kickoff next on MASL TV.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
And we welcome you to the broadcast booth. Pechanga Arena, San Diego. We're getting ready for Sunday evening soccer. We hope you have had a terrific weekend and that you're easing on back into the work week with us. With Nate Abarea, Craig Elston here, along with our terrific TVX video crew. And we are live with you from the north side of Pechanga Arena, San Diego, looking down from the top end of the terrace and getting ready for the San Diego Sockers and the El Paso Coyotes. This will be their only meeting this season, unless they were somehow, some way to meet in the Western Conference Championship. And odds on not so favorite right now, with the Coyotes currently in 4th position in the Southwest at 2-4, while the Sockers riding high at the top of the Pacific and the top of the West. No team with fewer losses than the San Diego Sockers at 7-1. 3-1 at home, winners of 5 in a row. The Sockers under head coach Phil Salvaggio, and the El Paso Coyotes coming in at 2-4. They are 0-3 away. They did beat Turlock on Friday down in El Paso. Down in old El Paso. They defeated them 10-9. However, Due to injury or travel/visa concerns, the Coyotes will be dressing 12 tonight, Nate. And that, for any team playing 12 on 15 for 60 minutes, is going to be an issue.
It's going to have to be a total team effort, Craig, and it was going to have to be a total team effort for El Paso if they were at full strength. And we're looking at that roster tonight, and we see Omar Tapia out there who's going to have to really be the leader, the inspiration, one player who can really bring some quality technical displays for El Paso, and he's got to inspire the mates around him. Because if El Paso were to get anything from this game or really keep this thing tight and entertaining as far as the competitive side of things going into the second half, they're going to have to score a few goals. But also, I think that team effort is really emphasized off the ball on defense when the Sockers have it. And take a little page out of the Ontario playbook from the other night, the way they frustrated San Diego for the first 30 minutes.
Head coach Jesus Enriquez is going to just have to have longer shifts and guys committing to go the full 60. And for the San Diego Sockers, I think you and I would both be in agreement. A hot start is something that they want to see, and see for, let's say it, the first time at Pechanga Arena, San Diego this year. The Sockers have been easing their way defensively into matches here at home on the big field. Let's see if they can come out with some attack tonight. In their Classic for 2018 home blue and yellow kits, courtesy of Adidas, running right to left as we bring you the action from the north side and across, as you like to say, Nate, whatever device you may be watching here today. El Paso in white and black trimmed in green. They'll go left to right. The first of 4 15-minute quarters underway here. Ooh. And a quick try. Porras Pardo is up to the task as Jorge Rios comes out with a ball settling perfectly to him and blasts it on net. Pardo comes up with a point-blank save 5 seconds in. Action comes quick to you in the Major Arena Soccer League.
After everything we're talking about, the build-up to this game, 9 seconds in, and they get that chance falling for them.
The Coyotes are a high-scoring team so far this year. And off the left post, San Diego in the first minute sees a chance come just off. And that's been, let's say, a theme early. And here is El Paso, maybe to try and settle things down for just a moment with Rios in the back. Working now is Alex Caceres. Remember him from Las Vegas back in the day. Give and go to Rios. Into the corner. There's Poyle for San Diego. Off of the edge of glass, still in play. Childs will settle it down. Perfectly touched on twice. Sole of the foot, and then chipping it out. And there's Pino, who we featured on pregame. Anchoring that defense for San Diego. Back there with Juan Gonzalez. Part of the Wonder Twins. Felipe is twin brother. Here he is. Heads it into the area where Farber turns. Tried for the scissor kick. And in doing so, let's hope he's okay.
You know, Craig, you're talking about the Wonder Twins. It was Twin 2, do we call them, the other night, who really kind of stole the show. It was Juan Gonzalez. I beg your pardon. Yeah, it was Juan Gonzalez as opposed to the more traditional over the last couple of years, Felipe Gonzalez.
Here's the one into defensive midfield. Knocked down perfectly by Juan. Farber flicks across to Felipe, and Zé Roberto is there to move it forward, the veteran 40-year-old out of Brazil. You know, Juan comes through with a huge defense.
Nice
late
ball.
now, a wonderful run through. It's the chip on and blocked off the line. Escoto gets a goal denied. Roberto will keep it down to Leonardo de Oliveira. 13 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first quarter. And we've got a whistle and a foul going for San Diego. Our officials for tonight's match on the field, it's Ramiro Cruz and John Snyder. Arnold Baldo in the box along with Gilbert Beanland. And with the second minute gone, no score, but not for a want of trying. It's Escoto being challenged, harassed, foul. That's Diego Salas over there out of Juarez. And when you go up and down the El Paso Coyotes roster, the people who have bios submitted are Juarez or El Paso, with just a couple of exceptions. Alex Caceres, who was born in Medellin, Colombia. And Guadalajara's Omar Tapia.
It's such a great connection between El Paso and Ciudad Juarez, the cross-border sporting community, so similar to what we have here in San Diego and Tijuana.
Pino's service was grabbed by Eduardo Arevalo. Haven't talked about him much. He has started in net all 6 games for El Paso, has an .841 goals against, .530 save percentage. Let's just say compared to Tothan Waltman, this is a different statistical goalie if the Sockers can continue to put the ball, let's say, on frame instead of on the edge of the frames. I think they take the words on frame too literally. Farber coming in and bouncing it off the wall, looking for Childs, but the ball caromed wide of him as the 3rd minute expires. Ruiz on high pressure for the San Diego Sockers. No score yet. Pino, a rolling body block of the ball and getting enough contact of Ismael Santana to draw the foul. Sockers go on the road next Friday from Tacoma's ShoWare Center. They'll face the Stars for the 2nd time this year, and then back here on the 20th against the Turlock Express right at a 5 o'clock time. Get your tickets at sdsockers.com. Free kick punched out by Pardo, headed in the air by Farber, still danger. Shot, a rolling block by Farber.
That's 2 big shots on goal early in this game from El Paso. A couple of big saves from Boris.
This one chested down by Pollo and sent forward for Childs to chase. Instead, Caceres with the step ahead to allow Arevalo to play it around. No official shots on goal for the Sockers because they've been putting it off the post.
Literally on goal.
And again,
flipping the meaning of all of that on its head.
Tapia.
He
Chance
wants
to
it.
step up and shoot. Pardo up to the task. Bond now. Here's Taylor Bond. Had a real impact in Friday's victory over the Ontario Fury, contributing an assist, but a very heavy work rate. I think he's really finding a role with this club. Now he's got a chance, and the pass intended for him by Leo. Knocked down, returned by Felipe, but it spun to Arevalo's hands.
This be a great night for Taylor Bond to get a couple of goals, really get that confidence up. Played a really good game against Ontario.
Bond steps, shoots, caromed on a block into the corner. And it's Salas, challenged by Bond. He'll take the run along the wall. Cuts it back, and the Coyotes look to build something out of defensive midfield. This hopping ball allows Juan Gonzalez to get a foot on it for San Diego. Leo gets challenged in his own zone, double teamed, punts it out of there, and Pardo will play with the foot. Felipe in the corner had to serve him back into harm's way. But the Sockers are spacing it out now. Escoto has Childs ahead of him. The Tijuanense turns, thought about it. That's that lovely turn. Now right wing, one touch try thought by Gutierrez. Instead, he rolled it to the goalie. If he gets it to Childs, it's a tap in. Up the wall.
Good stuff here.
Chance in the corner for Tapia to step out or pass. He'll send it back. It's Gomez. And nice play by Pee Wee. Chance to run. Escoto a little bit behind Childs, stunts the run.
Pee Wee made a great run up there. Had to be played.
Childs turned it over. Hernandez stepping to the left. His shot blocked by Reza. And Childs, his fishing buddy, sends it over to the wall for Diego Salas of El Paso to get a touch. 9:14 left in a scoreless first quarter so far. Angel Gomez spins around and considers things. He's got some size, a little bit of a presence in the back.
I find myself spinning around considering things quite often.
There's Jorge Rios. Childs to Reza. And the Sockers have it back. 6th minute gone. 8:48 left in the first. No score. Pardo running his Farber, trying to change things. Farber comes off of the corner boards, tried to cross it, pinballs in the air. Lovely to get it to Leo. Leo now spins and controls like he can, comes to the middle, puts it to the goalie, kicked away, gets it back. Farber in the middle as well, trying to find that ball. In the corner now, Brian Farber. Again, it's bouncing and hopping. He's pursuing once again, and now El Paso escaping. Counter chance, Pino there to stunt it. Farber's still ready to go. He exchanges out. Now Pollo, his chance, blocked. Nice save. Arevalo, that looked like a goal. Stepping in, Escoto. Well wide all the way.
No goals early on in this game, Craig, but a really nice kind of ebb and flow up and down the pitch, both sides. Definitely playing with I don't want to use the wrong words here, but there's a bit of a relaxed feel about this game right now, and it's actually yielding some very entertaining soccer.
Leo in the corner. Here's the Target's chance. Through 3, tried to spin it. Scotto not there in the pocket he wanted.
That stuff from Vega back there as well. Transitioning out. A little page out of the Guerrero Pino playbook right there.
Next whistle should be the first referee timeout of the night. Arturo Vega, they call him Turi, running off on a change. And when you're playing 3 men short, as El Paso is tonight, they turned in only 12 on their scorecard. You're going to have quick shifts if you can. Escoto. Felipe is there on support. And the Sockers have it back, and they can change. On the run now, Farber again. 2 veterans up top with Eduardo Velez joining him. It's Pee Wee on the wall. Ortega, they left it back. Luis couldn't control right there, but then trying to reach in for the steal, draws instead a whistle and a foul. Really nice setup there by Velez. And it was just slightly off, maybe a step on the timing. That whistle was not the official's timeout. We'll keep going.
Still waiting for Eddie to really find his rhythm, finding his legs after coming back from injury.
He got a touch on that ball, but couldn't get the steal.
Eddie finds himself. Eddie gets himself back to really not only just full strength physically, but full strength mentally and a little bit of momentum going personally. What a boost that would be for the Sockers to get a veteran presence like that back in the squad and really up to everything he can offer.
We spoke of him long enough for him to touch the ball and win it for San Diego. And as Velez gets a break, the Sockers cycle in with Bond up top and Childs. Childs asks for the ball and sees it come off the wall, and one touched it just wide. Arevalo helpless to where the ball would go.
Such a great gasp of disappointment from the crowd here.
Childs, too, had that look. 5:40 left in the first.
Got for Tapia.
Clock running quickly.
Oh.
Bond, well interfered with.
They tried to find Tapia. A good run.
Now Bond needed to make that play. Now again a chance. Roberto knocks it away. Still held. This is Salas. Salas shoots. Boris Pardo will make that save almost all the time. Usually twice on Sundays. 5:08 left in the first. Escoto steps to the middle. Passes looking for Childs. Chipped in the air. Still in play. Important for El Paso. They were aiming at a low wall. 10th minute gone. No score. What do you know? Just what we were asking not for is happening again. But here's a loose ball that could be trouble. Zay must run, and instead this could be a penalty from behind and shall be, and a penalty kick indeed. Blue card at the least. If not a shootout, a penalty kick, depending on where they rule the foul. And this is accurately judged in my opinion, Nate. And you can see yours on John Snyder's call here.
Well, we'll get a look at this, and it was almost a fantastic finish in the end of it. Off balance, getting knocked away by Zé Roberto right there. You look down, you see Santana almost put that one in. He's turning back saying, we better get a penalty kick out of this. That was 1v1 with the keeper. Yeah, it was one touch, him throwing himself at it, but that's still a 1v1 opportunity. I think the correct call would be a penalty shot here, but we'll wait and see. But again, kudos to Ismael Santana for almost putting that thing in as he was knocked from behind by Zay and popped it up and over the charging goalkeeper. And Boris Pardo's going to see that replay, and knowing Boris and the way he reviews these things, going to know he possibly could have come out for that one. There was a little bit of hesitation, and it ends up with Zé Roberto committing the foul, and we'll see what the ultimate conclusion is here.
You know, Nate, if I didn't like you, I'd start just giving you the first quarters to announce instead of the third.
I'm not saying there's anything to this.
Because it seems like this is a team that likes to make some good halftime adjustments, but getting out of the gate fast is now a persistent home issue.
Stay tuned for the third quarter. You know, you watching however and wherever you're watching this thing. Third quarter, sure to be a brilliant one. Every single one of them has been absolutely fantastic here in this arena this season. So look at what we're going to have here.
We're going to have a shootout instead of the penalty kick, and I think that's right. I think the foul and the takedown was outside of the arc.
Well, this is
So
still
the rest of the team lining up at midfield, and at the red line, it'll be Jorge Rios. The foul on Zay with
Good Boris.
4:50 left in the first.
Look at Boris, old school shootout. This is class.
Boris is crouching like a panther on the line. The whistle sounds. He dances out. He makes the kick save.
Go on, lad. Go on, Boris Pardo.
Penalty kill is underway, and the power play for El Paso as Pardo does it again.
Oh, man.
2 for 2 on shootouts, saving them. One in Monterey, one against El Paso at home.
Little David De Gea kick save there for you.
Here's the ball in the corner, power play for 1:30. The shot outside is a roller to Pardo. He throws it out long, short-handed. It's Pollo on the run. Tapped down by Caceres. Had to be played with the foot of Arevalo. A little risky, but achieved. 4 for 11, the Coyotes this year. Their 12th power play of the year is right now. The Sockers have allowed 4 in 13 tries against and have not scored shorthanded yet this year. 4 minutes left in the first and 1:04 on the power play. Left-footed shot is just wide left.
Good Lord.
Knocked down by Caceres. His shot blocked by Pee-wee. And sent back, and Tapia holds. To the mid-wall and back to Caceres. He looks, sends Rios to the half wall, right side. They call him Pareja. 3.5 left in the first. No score. Power play for another 38 seconds for El Paso. Rios shoots high off the Kaiser Permanente logo on the frame, and this one 2 hops the low wall. So a kick out for San Diego with 33 seconds left on the penalty kill. Juan Gonzalez from Pino. Sockers want to possess here. This is the one-touch stuff you practice at the beginning of training every time. This one chips over the wall, back to San Diego, and there's 23 seconds left. One-touch keep away. You'll see it at the start of warm-ups. See it at the start of trainings. And Pardo will send one. Blocked down. Look out. The counter rush. It's a chip and a goal. So pretty. So pretty. So pretty. 1-0 on the golazo.
We'll see the replay here. It came from a mistake. It came from a Sockers mistake, and Boris Pardo will be the first to tell you that can't happen. But the cool, calm, and collected finish, all too easy
Left-footed
in the end
chip,
of it.
Alex Caceres.
But that little chip there, delicate as ever. Nice finish in the end of it, and go down as a power play goal.
His first of the year.
That was a power play goal. That had to be with
11:56.
2 seconds left on the power play there?
Just in time. One mistake can be the one that costs you.
And the Sockers, again, no first goal of the game here at Pechanga Arena.
Falling behind. 2.5 left. Also not seeing special teams in their direction, although they haven't had a chance to do it on their own yet. But it's one thing that the Sockers have a lot of upside for this season.
Indeed.
Here's Ray Reza, the state product, San Diego State, looking for the return ball off the north wall. Slide tackle of the ball. Could have been a penalty if he missed. And now on the track back, a foul against San Diego.
Wow, Santana riding a razor's edge there. He ends up getting the foul call for his team. Good shift, I suppose.
Juan Gonzalez, 13th minute gone. 2 left in the first. Can the Sockers find a first quarter goal? At home. Leo. Escoto. El Paso all of a sudden feeling quite happy. Reza to Juan Gonzalez. Oh, Leo gets to turn and shoot. Rolls in on the keeper. Really, Leo?
Just too much. Just too much in the end there.
He wanted to walk it in. He could have shot it in. Reza jumping in on a hard-fought win.
Oh.
Here's Leo again. Nope, we got a whistle first.
Oh, man. Reza and Jorge Rios, you could hear the contact all the way from up here, and both of them hopping right back up and getting right back into the mix of it. That was a grown man's challenge from both of them.
Skoto, it's Reza. He'll line it up, save, rebound, kicked away.
That's a bummer. I wish he could have found a corner there. Ray deserved a goal after that challenge a few seconds prior.
Here's Pee Wee again. Shoots off the crossbar.
What's it called? It's a blue card out. Blue card out.
Well, Leo caught the ball. Not for that, but
this might be against El Paso.
Let's see what we can see, huh?
Oh.
Yep, it's on the Coyotes. That was along the low wall close to us. And we'll try and get a look when we can. But the Sockers will go on their first power play of the night with 1:07 in the first quarter. Here's Leo to Craig Childs. This is want to go quick. Down low, looking for Pollo. Pollo rolled down with no whistle, and a clearance for El Paso. This one will short hop into the Sockers bench.
El Gomez, 2 minutes 40 at 13:53.
There you go. Childs turning and shooting, save. Rebound squirted through, but Arevalo has it.
Oh, man. It was one of those situations in the power play where it's a gift for El Paso. They can kind of have this in segments, especially with how shorthanded they are.
Pino to Leo. It's Pollo. Ivan Ruiz. Escoto. Trying for the one-touch pass was Pino, and he says, okay, that was too ambitious. There's 15 seconds left.
They got to score now.
Escoto. Leo. Steps to the middle. Cuts it for Childs, who scuffs it. 5 seconds.
One more shot. Leo, near side.
Escoto. Pino punched away. There'll be 53 seconds of power play to start the second quarter. But the first quarter leaves the Sockers wanting at home again. El Paso scores on a lovely power play chip by Alex Caceres from the middle of offensive midfield over the helpless Pardo and right into the middle of the back of the net. His first of the year, but 8th point. The high-scoring Coyotes, who average 7 a game and average allowing well over 8, have shut out the Sockers through 15. Timeout, and we'll find out what the second quarter has to offer next from San Diego on MASL TV.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man, you fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Sockers, all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome, and the fun continues this Sunday night when the Sockers take on the Turlock Express. It's youth sports night, and all fans receive a snazzy new Sockers retro logo hat. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to stsockers.com.
It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
I'm Jill, Tegan, Paxton, Kaylin,
And we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union.
We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
I'm Jill.
On Wild West Country Night at Pechanga Arena, San Diego, the Sockers have been all hat, no cattle so far. 1-0 El Paso. The Coyotes howling on an Alex Caceres power play chip from midfield, offensive midfield, in the first quarter. The second quarter begins with 53 seconds of Sockers power play, their first of the night, which has been fruitless so far, but plenty of time to change it as the Sockers change directions. They'll shoot left to right and attack the deep end, their supporter section behind.
Who are decked out in Sockers throwback kits, by the way.
I think they got their hands on the early entry. Dumping to Childs. He'll shoot, save Aravalo. Pino sees Aravalo come up with a good save. Maybe a little quicker, it's an auto, but Leo heads it across. Well played just to keep the ball. 30 seconds on the power play. Leo, left wing. Childs down low. Shoots, save. Aravalo looking for it. He'll find it. And he'll throw it out. Escoto keeps it close. Nicely done. 15 seconds for the little lefty. Left wing, it's Leo. A little closer this time. Childs down low. Leo. Escoto, come on. Let it go through for Pino. Punched out. Aravalo. Sockers are asking for top of the arc. So is Boris Pardo. Ramiro Cruz, does he agree? Arnold Baldo seemed to be watching from the bench. Says no, a little behind. Or it took a skip. Pino. In 2 seconds, the power play ends. Escoto to Pino. Looking for the header. Instead, it could be a breakaway. Look at this. Here comes Gomez. Gomez shoots. The save by Pardo. Counterattack. Childs chasing a loose ball in the corner. 2 men around him as Childs will look for the fight. Aravalo has to chip it. Sockers still have the attack. Ruiz back to Gonzalez. First minute gone in the second quarter. It is 1-0 El Paso. Pardo over to Gonzalez. Juan sends it toward the wall. Here comes Felipe. Chipped by Craig, a little slow. Juan Gonzalez shoots wide. Felipe knocks it down, tries to feed the middle, gets it back and chips. And El Paso sees it. Rebound. Childs get another lovely. Here's Bond. Working and spinning to get it back, and Roberto shoots right into his teammate's leg and then gives it back to Juan Gonzalez. Eventful. Bond. Header save. Aravalo up to all tasks to this moment. What a track back. Turns into a Velez win. Cuts it to the wrong team. Foul called before.
That last sequence had me taken back to, it's Western night, honky-tonk cowboy night. I think a little Blazing Saddles right there. So what in the wide, wide world of sports is it going on here?
These are all appropriate for the night.
Absolutely. I went very outlaw country, by the way, earlier today as I was getting ready to come to the arena.
Yes.
A lot of Waylon, a lot of Willie, little David Allen Coe. Good stuff.
You're a method actor.
Good stuff.
Method broadcaster. Preparation is key.
Absolutely. A little Marty Robbins to get in the El Paso spirit.
Uh-huh.
Way down in the West Texas town of El Paso.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Pino.
Actually, interesting note, talked about the connection between El Paso and Ciudad Juarez. The colors of the El Paso Coyotes actually the same colors as the Bravos of FC Juarez, so a little shared sporting relationship there again, even in the actual uniforms that they wear. That trademark neon green.
Chance for a 2-on-2. Hernandez. Play on. Guerrero Pino doing Guerrero Pino things. And with he and Bond, you just get a certain physical edge that other teams don't have.
Yeah. But Bond's got that frustration that I kind of like to see. He wants to get in the scoring mix. He's got to. He's doing all the nitty-gritty work and showing off the speed and the physicality and the willingness to do anything he can to help his team win, but he wants to get on the score sheet. He's come so agonizingly close here at home. He scored a few goals on the road, but it's here at home. Bond wants to get his name in lights.
Ortega to Escoto. Cutting it right wing, it's Pollo. Ruiz, the gift go back, it's Leo. 2 men ran for the same ball. Wall pass, referee running interference. Escoto loses it along the wall. Tapia will play it back. And the Sockers will see El Paso try to work out of their defensive zone. 11-18, now the clock left in the first half, not the first quarter. And the Sockers still without a marker. Ruiz To the man who wants to change it. Leo, spinning Leo. Chipped away by Caceres at the last second. As the 4th minute walks out to the San Diego 9.
Oh,
stumbling run forward. It's Rios.
Woo!
Pass to Scotto.
Oh.
And the pass for Tapia.
A run that was by Rios.
Pino runs it down. Multiple changes. Multiple open men calling for the ball, which instead triangles back to Ray Reza. Juan Gonzalez. Childs wants it. Arevalo punches it. Childs shoots off the wall.
Off the line.
Aye.
Oh, man.
Aye. Again. 10:24 in the second quarter. Great work by El Paso. What an effort they're putting forward so far here out of the Southwest. Showing that every team's level has risen. Cisneros, they call him Lalo. As the 5th minute goes away.
20
El Paso.
minutes of scoreless soccer at home for San Diego after 32 to start the game on Friday night. A game they ended up winning 6-5, it should be said.
And 50 the game before.
A game they ended up winning 3-2, it should be clarified.
I think that is exactly right on all counts. Farbert looking for that steal. Almost got it. Jose Moreno has to be careful. Now he has space. Moreno. Right wing, almost well weighted. Farmer ran by. Shot is wide into the corner.
It was deceptive. It was always tailing wide. It looked good from this angle way up here.
Tapia.
Until we realized it had missed by 15 yards.
Yeah, that's in the corner. Yeah.
Optical illusions, even for our trained eyes.
Tapia. Arevalo, we've got a whistle. Blue card being called for by the bench of El Paso. It looks like a common fall on the wall from a Sockers player who was leaving the field of play. 6th minute gone. Second quarter. 1-0 Coyotes on an Alex Caceres power play goal in the first quarter. Velez tried to cut it. Now Gutierrez shoots. It's blocked. Christian. Pardo. Ortega working to Pino. 8.5 left in the second quarter. Ortega turns to survey the action. He'll work the right side of the attack instead. Serves one, looking for Eddie. Velez touches it down off the seam of the boards and glass. Back to Pino. Ball squirts out. And it's up to Pee-wee to rush it back to Boris Pardo. Here's Pino with the rush. Velez turning to look. As Felipe accepts the pass. Gonzalez looking to back post, blocked away. Escoto. And well organized. Now Felipe punched out! What will it take for the Sockers to score before halftime?
I don't know, but is that Danny Waltman or Chris Toth in goal for El Paso? No, it's Arevalo doing his thing.
Is there some talisman in the visitors' locker room that San Diego must investigate, which empowers goalies? Pee-wee, what's in the water? A KUSI investigation. We're going to get Turco out of retirement. We're getting to the bottom of this thing. We're sending Clooney to Congress. We're going to figure it out. The Sockers' first half attack. It's coming. Pino, 7:14 left in the second quarter. Ran through some multiple things there. We diverted to a classic Rick Sutcliffe.
There's a lot of references that you packed in. You packed in 10 seconds. You packed in a good amount of local and relevant local historic references there. I'm learning every day with you.
Here's Pee-wee. Leo, what will he do? He'll shoot it and saved again.
By the shoulder, with Arevalo's shoulder. It was just a shoulder save. He's getting all the pats from his mates right now. And he's going to have to go down, too.
No,
you know what? No, it is right in the collarbone. I'm telling you, right where he got hit, actually.
No.
It's a nasty little spot, and he made the save.
I mean, like a rocket, right?
Watch the replay right here. No, you'll see where he made this from. I think I saw this in real time. When you watch Leo on the spin, you just got the body behind it. Brilliant spin from Leo here.
Oh,
might have
that
actually
face.
just been off the noggin.
Face.
No, it wasn't shoulder, collarbone.
Face
just
save.
straight off the head, and so.
Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
Well, he'll not need to be checked out, of course.
Yeah. Oh, and hopefully, for his sake, everything's not too cloudy and modern concussion protocol as necessary, and make sure that the goalkeeper's okay. They need him here, and it's going to take a lot to get him out of this thing. But now you see him taking a walk with the training staff.
In some ways, when you go down like that, you almost have no choice these days.
Oh, absolutely not.
And that's, I mean, not saying that in a rueful way, like I wish they would be in the old days. I don't mean that at all. Saying, well, he's just coming to his team right now. But, I mean, you need to get checked out.
Yeah.
One time or another. The thing about a goalie is he's the one guy who never comes to the bench where you can get him checked out.
Yeah. Well, he's being checked out by the staff right now. That was a rocket of a shot from Leo from very close range.
I couldn't even imagine.
Oh, I thought it caught him on the shoulder at first, and then we saw in the replay off the noggin, and so it's good to go, though.
It's good.
So Sockers will have a restart.
That's good news.
From the corner.
Good for him. Good for him.
I mean, what a first half.
Wow. Corner kick from Pino. Childs. Off the crossbar again.
This is wild.
Leo to Gutierrez.
This is just weird. Some sort of hex on the first half.
Right, it'd be one thing if they never had attack, right? If they were struggling to build.
It would also be one thing if this hadn't happened so many times before.
Off the wall, and now this could be defensive clear.
That's
And
unlucky.
shall be.
That's unlucky there. I don't think he really blasted that out. He kind of got unlucky with the way that came off his foot, but it's a delay of game.
Well, it's the Sockers' best free kick this year, the top of the arc. We've seen Childs get 3 of these into the net. The fake, the shot is blocked. It was Gutierrez putting it toward
good
frame.
run.
The bounce gets to Boris. 6:06 left in the second quarter, and the Sockers chasing a goal. Escoto. Leo. He's done a lot tonight without doing anything, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Had that one chance back in the first quarter where he just tried to be a little bit too showy.
Yeah, that should have been a goal.
So Leo, I'm sure next time he gets a chance.
Felipe heading
Here you go.
toward Leo.
Here you go.
Leo, 3 around. There's
Oh.
Felipe and just knocked away.
Brilliant
Oh,
from
man.
Leo there. Brilliant
Wow.
from Leo.
Juan will chip it down.
Great tracking back by Juan.
Juan Gonzalez delivers a lot to this club.
That could have been goal saving there from Juan Gonzalez.
Escoto. Leo, what do we got? Leo looking for the fancy. Trying to get chased down by Zay. Instead, it's a chance to rush and a left-footed shot. Punch save, Pardo off the glass recovery. Caceres denied a second. Counting off the 10th minute of the second quarter, it's Childs. The lift to Diego Salas.
Oh.
Now the run for Rios. Shoot it in!
That went in.
What?
That went in.
I thought so. Goal.
Wow.
2-0 El Paso. Pardo says hang on, but now the light comes on later rather than sooner. And the look back by Pardo is classic.
Well, we're going to get a look at this because this was a brilliant counterattack from El Paso, and I'm saying look out for the space and look out for the shot. That's in. I'm saying that's in. I think that crossed the hole of the ball. Let's cross the hole of the line. We've seen this in the international soccer ranks over the last year or so and all the emphasis on goal line technology, I don't think there's a doubt there. I think that did cross all the way.
Jorge Rios will collect.
Wow, what a shot, what a rip.
Well earned.
Well, we're going to get
there it is.
Decent look right here.
Lovely look in the arena.
Yeah.
From the corner, that is a goal.
That's a great look. That's a great look right there.
And the Sockers find themselves down 2. Zay. Arevalo gathers that.
Jorge Rios.
Pee-wee chasing down a loose ball. Comes to Pardo. They announce Rios. We're waiting for the
assist is to number 7 for El Paso. Time of the goal, 11:09.
Which is Diego Salas.
Again for the Coyotes, the goal by Rios at 11:09.
So, in the 12th minute of the first and the 12th minute of the second, El Paso marking. Farber looks for something fancy. And it's back to Pee-wee Ortega. What's going on with the Sockers? Pee-wee. I think let's also ask, how great is El Paso playing? Pee-wee Ortega had a wide open child, still does. This shot is blocked.
Never found him. Needed to.
Pollo sees it come around like a pool cue. Arevalo's got it. Arevalo saying, what are you guys doing? I'm saving the bacon. I'm taking one to the head. I'm doing everything for our club. And he is. Now a chance to attack. Escamez! Wow. Pardo has also been terrific tonight. Look at the 2 shots that beat him. And the one mistake truly was at the end of that power play on a poor distribution that allowed El Paso to counter and get the flick. But that last shot, my goodness. You couldn't do that. Even a great couldn't do that more than a couple times out of 20. If that. Poor pass through the middle by Ruiz, but he gets it back. 3:05 left in the second quarter. 2-0 El Paso. Sockers should get one back before halftime. Pino. And it's funny even to say that, right? We've seen them come out in the third quarter and score 3 goals in a minute. Pino, there's one! It's Childs! And the one-touch pass connects. Pino to Childs. To the scoreboard. 2-1 El Paso.
We talked all about the importance of Guerrero Pino in the build-up tonight's telecast. And right here, it's something we didn't really mention too much about. It's how he can assist in the attack. Talked all about what he's offered the Sockers defensively. That's a brilliant piece of vision. On the dime with the ball to Childs. And Captain ain't missing those. Deficit cut in half. Coyotes 2, Sockers 1, 2:52 left here in the first half.
Pino's first assist of the year, but I think we'll see more of that as the year continues. Now let's see what happens next. 2:45 to go before halftime, a giveaway. And it will come to Raimundo Reza as the free safety. Looking for the ball, waiting for the ball. Escoto off the wall. Tipped back to Arevalo.
It's got to be a back pass.
Yes.
Oh.
Picked up off the foot. Can't do it.
Well, it's if it's inadvertent. And that's what the El Paso players are trying to claim, is that it just kind of bounced back off of the shin area of the trailing El Paso defender.
Ramiro Cruz put the ball down like, that's nice, now find your position.
Yeah.
Here's a chance for San Diego. A restart with a flustered side. Doesn't feel it's earned.
Yeah, chance to catch this here. Chance to catch a goal right here for the Sockers.
And
Big
how about
one.
this? Because you got to go with the men on and else you take a timeout.
Yeah.
The timeout will be taken.
The feeling one Craig Childs might find his way back out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, what's old is new again on Sunday when you can pick up a week from today your San Diego Sockers retro logo cap when the Sockers host the Turlock Express. Once again, a 5 o'clock start at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Don't forget to enjoy $5 Calafino margaritas. We'll celebrate Youth Sports Night and more. That's next Sunday. And, of course, tomorrow, Mondays, that's when you can hear Sockers Overtime, your San Diego Sockers weekly podcast. That comes your way every Monday afternoon with myself and Nate Abarea, courtesy of the Mighty 1090 Studios, bringing in live guests, recapping past matches, looking ahead to the week that will be, and more. That's the Soccer's Overtime Podcast. By the way, the MASL began their own podcast last week as well. They asked me to host it. I did. I agreed. And that will be a Tuesday release going forward weekly. It's just called the Official MASL Podcast. Currently, you can find it at maslsoccer.com. It always takes a couple weeks for the Apple licensing and whatnot. You know, it takes a couple episodes. I've watched enough pods to know. And here we go with the free kick. And that free kick will come with Craig Childs. Nate Abarea is hosting a halftime crazy obstacle course. Childs instead, left wing. Here's Leo. This one's off the wall. And another free kick has come up wanting for San Diego tonight. So Nate is going to depart down to the field so that he may offer some entertaining PA to the fans. There's Escoto working and cutting, looking for Juan Gonzalez, who was open on the far post. Instead, spinning out El Paso's Santana. Lost it to Pino. Pino's assist to Childs for the one-touch. Beautiful toe poke goal. Made it 2-1. Now 2 minutes left in the first half. Escoto. Uh-oh. Wrong shoulder pass. Running on it is Arturo Vega. Couldn't turn it into a breakaway rush. He was coming off at the end of the shift. Salas. Challenged by Escoto. It's into the attacking area for Santana. Escoto again trying to work it out. And Juan Gonzalez will send it back to Pardo. There's a minute 33 left in the second quarter. El Paso 2, San Diego 1. Long pass. Leo looking to chip it in. Arevalo able to be there in time. Leo has been so close and yet so far away. Juan Gonzalez now. Back heels to his twin brother. Back to Juan. Trying to send it to Farber on an overlapping run. The backheel pass was blocked. And then a foul committed by Juan Gonzalez. Minute 8 left in the second quarter. The restart along the bench area. Tip steal Farber. Farber taken down. No card shown, but the free kick is coming. And the Sockers want to get it going in a hurry. They've got good personnel on the field for this. Childs is ready to go. It's in between red line and the red dot, just about halfway. So you can run any of those other set plays you're used to. Childs. The hesitation shot, chip in goal! Brian Farber! Free kick goal to tie it for San Diego. Farber from Childs at 14 minutes in the second. It's 2-2. The hesitation goal has been a double restart winner for Childs this year. He shot for it, and after the initial block, Farber right there where he needed to be. That's veteran savvy for Brian Farber. It's a restart goal for San Diego, and it's some order restored before halftime on Farber's second of the year. Now could there be some Soccer's magic to continue? Leo wants to create it. Leo will shoot it. Wall pass to Vaughn just under his foot. Vaughn looks over and says, that was brilliant. I want to finish it next time. 38 seconds in the second quarter. Luis Ortega. Peewee for Leo. Leo is going to score tonight. Look at this run. Pardo right there when he needed to be to interrupt the opportunity for a breakaway for Rios. But now, on a poor touch, here's a chance. Rolling and then shooting. Pardo denies. Point blank. Eric El Flaco Hernandez. 6 seconds. One more try, perhaps. Cut back for El Flaco. He is going to wait in the corner. There's 3 seconds. He's going to send it to Caceres. No time left. And the horn will sound. Halftime at the Pechanga Arena. El Paso got out to a 2-0 lead, but the Sockers come back Childs from Pino at 12:08. And Farber from Childs on a restart at 14 minutes exactly. It's a 2-2 tie. 19 shots for San Diego in the opening 30, 12 for the visitors from El Paso. And we are at halftime on MASL TV. It's a 2-2 tie between the Coyotes and the Sockers. It's Wild West Country Night. There's the sheriff in town. General Manager Sean Bowers down on the field. He's got the black hat on. He gave our Director of Corporate Sales, Shane Brown, the white hat tonight. But the Cowboys are out, and a fun obstacle course run is about to ensue down on the field. But we are at halftime for our television broadcast. We're going to stop down and thank our sponsors. And when we come back with Nate Aparea leading the third quarter, we'll see what are ups. A 2-2 tie after 30. Medio tiempo. The Sockers and Coyotes tied at 2 on MASL TV.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man U fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Soccer's all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome, and the fun continues this Sunday night when the Sockers take on the Turlock Express. It's youth sports night, and all fans receive a snazzy new Sockers retro logo hat. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to stsockers.com.
Hi, thanks for checking out American Spa and Pool Pros. We provide liability insurance for pool service professionals. Whether your business is pool repair, builders, remodelers, plasterers, or just about any service for swimming pools, we have a plan for you. Our customers love us, and they keep coming back year after year. We're licensed to insure your pool business in more states than any other pool service association in America. We offer great coverage and competitive rates. There's a flexible plan that's perfect to protect your business and your livelihood. Have a question? Just ask. We look forward to you becoming a member of ASAPP today.
I'm Jill,
Tegan,
Paxton,
Kaylin,
and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union.
We were all able to get car loans through CalCoast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the CalCoast advantage to us.
Service. Determination.
Motivation.
Dedication.
Knowledge.
We are the directors of Proactive Physical Therapy, and we are committed to your care.
Your team. The perfect fit. The game ball. Are you ready? Soccer Loco, next level performance. Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man U fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Soccer's all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome, and the fun continues this Sunday night when the Sockers take on the Turlock Express. It's youth sports night, and all fans receive a snazzy new Sockers retro logo hat. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to stsockers.com.
Hi, thanks for checking out American Spa and Pool Pros. We provide liability insurance for pool service professionals. Whether your business is pool repair, builders, remodelers, plasterers, or just about any service for swimming pools, we have a plan for you. Our customers love us, and they keep coming back year after year. We're licensed to insure your pool business in more states than any other pool service association in America. We offer great coverage and competitive rates. There's a flexible plan that's perfect to protect your business and your livelihood. Have a question? Just ask. We look forward to you becoming a member of ASAPP today.
I'm Jill. Tegan. Paxton. Kaylin.
And we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union.
We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
Service. Determination.
Motivation.
Dedication.
Knowledge.
We are directors of proactive physical therapy, and we are committed to your care.
Your team. The perfect fit. The game ball. Are you ready? Soccer Loco, next level performance. Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man U fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Soccer's all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome, and the fun continues this Sunday night when the Sockers take on the Turlock Express. It's Youth Sports Night, and all fans receive a snazzy new Sockers retro logo hat. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to stsockers.com.
Hi, thanks for checking out American Spa and Pool Pros. We provide liability insurance for pool service professionals. Whether your business is pool repair, builders, remodelers, plasterers, or just about any service for swimming pools, we have a plan for you. Our customers love us, and they keep coming back year after year. We're licensed to insure your pool business in more states than any other pool service association in America. We offer great coverage and competitive rates. There's a flexible plan that's perfect to protect your business and your livelihood. Have a question? Just ask. We look forward to you becoming a member of ASAPP today.
Jill, Tegan, Paxton, Kaylin.
And we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union.
We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
Service. Determination.
Motivation.
Dedication.
Knowledge.
We are directors of proactive physical therapy, and we are committed to your care.
Your team. The perfect fit. The game ball. Are you ready? Soccer Loco, next level performance.
Back with you from Pechanga Arena, San Diego, America's finest city, the San Diego Sockers. Leading the Western Conference at 7-1, as well as the Pacific Division. Tied up with El Paso 2-2. Yet another home sluggish start for San Diego, but this time instead of carrying a 3rd consecutive weekly bagel into the halftime locker room, San Diego found too late, doing so through the veterans, Craig Childs and Brian Farber. And as such, we are at level terms, and with 30 minutes left to play, anything could happen. There have been, so far this season, 4 home matches. 2 have gone to golden goal. 1 was a late 1-goal win for San Diego, and 1 a late 1-goal loss for San Diego. So you got to say, so far, form is holding for the Sockers for excitement and for some late drama. The Coyotes late out of the locker room. El Paso playing with 12 players compared to San Diego's 15, meaning 11 field players and 1 keeper. And you have to wonder if the San Diego Sockers will be able to press that man advantage by continuing to keep the pressure on the Coyotes through the second half. That is the task at hand. 30 minutes left to play and a fresh 15 about to go on the clock. The Sockers will attack right to left. El Paso is going to ignore the time and go ahead and go through some stretching. Angel Gomez is down getting some treatment. And we're going to just, we've got some long stretches from Tapia, and we see a solid stall underway from the El Paso Coyotes. It gives me an opportunity to remind you about Sunday, and I want to make this announcement right now. The Sockers are going to make an announcement tomorrow, a press release announcement tomorrow, about next Sunday's match. You probably are aware that there's been a government shutdown that is now the longest in the history of the United States. And there are a lot of folks here in San Diego and our region who have been working without a paycheck or unable to work while available and not getting a paycheck. Sunday night, in addition to being Youth Sports Night, is now going to become Furloughed Workers Night here at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Come to the box office at Pechanga Arena on Sunday with a government worker ID, and you will get a free ticket to that night's game. And when you bring your friends or family, they will get a discount-priced $12 ticket to sit down low. An incredible sports value. Furloughed Worker Night. Time for the third quarter. And here is Nate Abarea.
Back from the pitch at halftime, up here on the commentary gantry with you, Craig Elston, and on MASL TV with you watching at home or wherever you may be here on this Sunday evening. We're coming to you from America's finest city, San Diego, California, Pechanga Arena, San Diego, the venue. Boris Pardo picking the ball up, his first touch of this second half. His first touch of the first half came after 9 seconds. It was a brilliant save on a cracking volley attempt from El Paso, and Boris Pardo made one mistake in that first half, and it cost him dearly. It resulted in the first goal for El Paso. It wasn't a goal-keeping mistake, at least with his hands or positioning. It was a giveaway with his feet. And here's Brian Farber trying to give the Sockers the lead with his left foot. That ball is blocked. It'll come back with Gonzalez, and he works it back to Guerrero Pino. You heard all about in the pregame. Pino with an assist in this game, the goal that brought the Sockers back to 2-1. 2-2 just before halftime. Boris Pardo gets it back to Guerrero Pino. Pino thinking about the shot instead. Works it in. Leonardo de Oliveira back heel off the wall, off an El Paso player, and the save is made by Eduardo Arevalo at a fantastic first half. And a little nervy moment there, as that was very close to being an own goal. Calm in the end of it. And El Paso will head the other way and might need to on for a second as Ismael Santana took a shot to the dome, and I think that's why we're going to get this stoppage here. It was inadvertent contact. Might have been a Sockers knee that came to him on this near side. It was tough to see. It was right down in that almost blind spot from where we're at, but I saw him go down and immediately say that he'd taken one to the side of the chops, and there it was again. So nothing intentional, completely inadvertent, and he's talking about it right now with Juan Gonzalez. And hopefully Ismael Santana is all good to go. It seems as if that is true. Minute and 31 gone here in this third quarter. Again, Nate Abarea and Craig Elston here with you on MASL TV. Sockers in those blue and gold kits attacking from right to left on your screens. El Paso in the white and black with their home color. That neon green, that lime green, call it whatever you will. There is an official name for that color, but it varies depending on who you talk to sometimes. It's a very shiny tone of green. El Paso with a very good first half, it must be said. I'd say that if they were playing at full strength, let alone with a 12-man roster tonight. To be in this game where they are right now, to have taken that 2-0 lead, credit to the visitors. And now, was a foul committed? No, it's going to be a handball whistled again, instead against Iram Ruiz. Set piece in their own half. They're calling for Greg Giles to back off, and Giles is going to turn into the young man on the chase. And the Sockers are going to win it back, and now Arevalo's got to be calm with the head, and he is. That was cool as ever there from the El Paso goalie in a precarious position. It's back now with the Sockers netminder, Boris Pardo. 2 minutes and change gone here in this third quarter. No goals yet. Sockers trailed 2-0 deep into the second quarter before scoring twice to level the score. Now looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. Reza up there winning it back for San Diego. Childs works it back to Pee Wee, and the pass is off the mark, and Pee Wee's got to be sound here and works it back to Boris Pardo. No chances taken. San Diego continue possessing in their own half. Worked into the midfield circle. Brilliant turn there. It's going to be a chance for the Sockers. Oh, it's cleared off the line. And again, no back pass. Yes, it was played from the feet into the hands of the goalkeeper, but that was a clearance off the line. But then was picked up. A brilliant clearance off the line, it must be said. Now here's Escoto trying to find Childs. Still Escoto. Brandon Escoto still on it. Knocked off it by a couple El Paso defenders, and a foul committed in the end of it by Escoto.
That's going to end Childs' run, I believe, as he heads to the bench, and we'll see Leo come back on. I rarely say this, but I think Leo's going to score tonight. And here we have a foul on Leo. But much like Gignac, the French great from Tigres, at some point you knew he was going to score. He was so active and so dangerous, and that's what Leo has been all night, and this time dangerous with the foot. Lucky he didn't get a card there.
Good callback to last night. Craig Elston enjoying his first Xolos match, his first experience at Estadio Caliente in Tijuana. We talk about the TJ contingent within this soccer team. 4 Tijuana locals, part of the soccer's roster here in this 18-19 campaign. Finally got Craig down to a Xolos game, and he had one heck of a time. Unfortunately, the Xolos were blown out 3-0 by Tigres, and one André Pierre Gignac, an absolute golazo for number 2 for Tigres. A few Xolos fans in the soccer's ranks. Again, great connection, sporting communities, cross-border community, San Diego and Tijuana. A great situation.
Hey, I tell you what, we could get La Masacre and that energy here. You would never hear music in this arena again because we'd let them drive the energy. Boy, do they drive the energy.
Boris Pardo to Guerrero Pino. Again, building those bridges, building those relationships. It's great stuff, and whether it's El Paso and Ciudad Juarez or San Diego and Tijuana, all important for us to continue that mentality. Here's a long shot that Boris Pardo's going to scramble back and get his body in front of and roll it out to Guerrero Pino. Pino up to Gonzalez. This is Juan Gonzalez. We must specify. It's Craig Childs all the way back to Pardo. 10.5 left here in this third quarter. Third quarters have been oh so lively here in this arena this campaign. Childs looking to score, puts it up high. Did it go out of play? It did. Just speaking about the most recent game here at Pechanga Arena, I'm talking about the Sockers trailing 2-0 at halftime against Ontario. At the end of the third quarter, it was 5-5. The Sockers ended up winning that game 6-5.
Here's a steal.
See if the third quarter magic continues. Pino, Childs, save, Arevalo, beautiful kick save. And El Paso will head the other way. Childs has got to feel like he should have a hat trick by now. He did have a hat trick the other night, including the game winner past his old buddy Chris Toth. Here come El Paso the other way on this near side. Chicharo, just high and wide. Oh, Jose Moreno almost picking out the top corner, driving it past Pardo, but just off the mark in the end. Not sure if that might be a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek nickname when it comes to Jose Moreno. Little inspiration from Javier Hernandez.
They're twins.
Oh, exactly. He and Chicharito of Mexican national team fame. Twins. Just like Juan and Felipe.
Right, but if
just like
Chicharito, he's Chicharo. I see.
There you go.
I see.
Just like me and my boy Andre Pierre. Here's El Paso working up the side. 9:20 left here in this third quarter. No goals here in this opening part of the period.
How about
and
this? Hard work,
slide
Felipe.
from Gonzalez, and he's taking kicks as he's down on the ground. And the El Paso players were calling for a violation against Gonzalez for grabbing the ball when he was on the ground. And eventually the free kick went against El Paso, and the El Paso players are still voicing their displeasure that they should have gotten the call. Everybody putting on their lawyer hats.
John Snyder had to hear it from Felipe there.
And the judges have laid down the decision. And we shall move on with the Sockers possessing around the back with the elder statesman, Zé Roberto. With the full name on the back of the kit this evening, as opposed to the Zay that he went with for the classic retro kits back on Friday night. It was Taylor Bond into the middle. Leo, shot blocked off the foot of Ruiz. Oyo, Leo in the corner now, tucked away, trying to pop it off the boards and out. It's going to come back for Gonzalez. Felipe drives, save Arevalo. He's going to have to grab it. An awkward one on the line. He does so. And El Paso head from left to right on your screens. Taylor Bond giving chase defensively for the Sockers. And Zé Roberto gets it back. Zé Roberto loses the ball, though. No call as Tapia comes flying into it. Leo, lovely turn. Leo, forward to Escoto. Little tres dedos action from Escoto. He couldn't get as much power on as he would have liked, and Escoto's tugging at the El Paso player. The whistle was almost blown there against Escoto for the foul in frustration. Instead, we play on. Coming up on 7 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Guerrero Pino charging forward. Guerrero Pino driving one off the glass just above the crossbar. Always rising. Arevalo saw it all the way. And Chicharo, the other P, passes this one off to his defensive mate. And then transitions forward. Arevalo is going to launch up trying to find him. Good rotation there, and that one actually hit the red post there. Border of the low boards and the high boards, and it looks like we are going to have a timeout. Craig Elston.
Not the type of third quarter we have seen from the San Diego Sockers. And the longer this continues the way it is, you're starting to feel the energy ebb. And for a team like El Paso, a chance to get a signature win on the road is right there, ready for the taking. So you just never know what's going to happen in the Major Arena Soccer League. That's why you got to come out and support the Sockers. The more folks in the arena, the more energy to help lift the home crowd, especially in close matches. SDSockers.com for tickets for Youth Sports Night next Sunday. The retro logo cap is a terrific giveaway. I mean, this is a plus giveaway. I'd say it's either the best or second best giveaway of the whole season. I was wearing it proudly down to Tijuana last night, and I got a couple of complimentary mentions saying, oh, I love that old school logo. Well, what's old is new again. Get yours next Sunday, presented by Calcoast Credit Union, Youth Sports Night. And again, if you are a furloughed government worker right now with the shutdown, you can get a free ticket to this game and discount $12 tickets for anyone else just by coming to the Pechanga Arena box office and showing your ID on match day, Sunday, the 20th. So come on out, folks, and join us. This is a great team, even though tonight it's been, second night of the weekend once again, but a performance so far not to write home about.
Well, leaving a bit to be desired, but you think back to that Ontario game, you'd look at the Fury as on paper and on the pitch a much stronger team than El Paso, and it was a very similar situation back on Friday night. So everybody giving the Sockers a run for their money. RGV back on opening night. Craig Childs puts it on frame. What a save by Arevalo. Acrobatic, diving back, left palm, knocked it away. Childs almost the beautiful headed finish. Great stuff at the back there from Pee-wee. Ortega drives it up to Escoto. Escoto off the wall, slips. Now it's going to come back for Pee-wee. Drives it, deflected. Oh, and that could have gone anywhere. And it ends up in the ever so grateful palms of Eduardo Arevalo Gonzalez. Here comes Guerrero Pino. The Warrior at the red line. Back to Ruiz. Ruiz into Escoto. Escoto turning on that left foot. Still Escoto, still Escoto, still Escoto. Shot blocked. And out of play, and Escoto looking up to the rafters of this grand old arena saying, why can't I get on the score sheet this evening?
Everything you wanted in that. Save the goal.
Pee-wee, Kaiser Permanente logo. Couple step overs. Corner, Childs. Pee-wee again. Cycled back. Guerrero Pino. 1 assist already on the night for Pino. Childs. See if Pino can, that classic double, a goal and an assist. As a defender, no less. Here's Pee-wee. Pee-wee Ortega. Pee-wee Ortega. Pee-wee Ortega. Still Pee-wee Ortega. Just wide. Childs. Farber in there. Ball out. Only as far as Guerrero Pino. Pee-wee drives it low. Farber, how on earth did that not go in? Brian Farber. That was Brandon Farber who missed it. Brian Farber would have scored.
Evil doppelganger from Point Sand, Iowa. Instead of Sandpoint, Idaho.
I swear he may have blocked that with his other leg. Be curious to get another look at that. I think he put it in, essentially scored with his right leg, and then his left calf blocked his own shot.
Silly.
Okay, 5:40 remaining here in the third. Pee-wee picks this one off. Brian Farber, a little frustrated right now. You see him clapping his hands, wondering how in God's name that did not just go in. Gonzalez carries forward off the pass from Pardo. Runners moving up. It's his twin brother calling for the ball and not getting it and voicing his frustration. I'm sure they've never had arguments before. Here's Leo, back to Farber. Brian Farber chases this one down and gets it back to Boris Pardo. No goals in the third quarter? Where am I? Who am I? What is this? Gonzalez to Reza.
This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife.
Reza drives low, spilled, pounced. El Paso fly out the other way from left to right. You know, it's Wild West honky-tonk night, but never a wrong time for a Talking Heads reference. Fine stuff, especially in this situation. I'm a little bit confused right now, a tad perplexed here in this third quarter. I called in that third quarter the other night after a 2-0 first half, had 7 goals in the third quarter, 5 of them for the home side in blue and gold. Tonight, none for the Sockers, none for the visitors from Southwest Texas.
Well, the choice right now of let's give them something to talk about is more of a invocation or plea than it is what's actually happening.
Ooh, awkward one there for Pardo. Gonzalez tucked in his own corner, and he's going to draw the foul. Just did below 4:20 here in this third quarter. Sockers still have time to get the lead before the buzzer sounds. But again, from that chance for Farber a few moments ago, and a couple of big saves in this quarter from Arevalo. Hasn't been the finest period for the home side. The third quarter magic has not been there. Bond puts that one off glass. It comes to Leo off the post.
Unreal.
Off the left post after it had been worked over to him. Just the man you wanted it to fall to. And it doesn't go in. How many post hits is that tonight? Christian Gutierrez drives. That one's just above the crossbar. Gonzalez trying to fight for it back. Leo can't get it. Christian can't get it. Pino's got to shut down Tapia here. Bond knocks into Tapia. That was a nasty collision there. Bond flying in. Knocked the ball up into the El Paso bench, and in doing so, knocked Tapia right into the boards.
Well, well. Like I said, Leo's looking quite dangerous tonight, but they were working through some set pieces at training last week, Nate, and in one of them, which was a failed one we saw last night, the little step roll shoot by Leo, he just crushed it into the net, and stretching at half field was Pollo, and in Spanish, a nice win by Bond with the head, he shouts out, now do that in a game, you know, XXX.
something that you can't translate. Or as I said on the air last night down in Tijuana, there were certain things that I could translate, I just wasn't supposed to, if you catch my drift.
Yes, I do.
And this was an encouraging statement from these Sockers players, so let's see what Leo can do to channel a little inspiration.
Now what?
From the encouragement. That time it was Bond committing the foul again on his way out.
Delivering damage shift after shift and drawing fouls. How many is that on Bond?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to check in on right now. Referee's off the pitch, and that's what El Paso's claiming.
Now look, people try to sell fouls a little worse than they are. In this case, Caceres, little stretching.
That's a bench warning for illegal substitution for the Sockers. 3:12 left here in the third quarter. A third quarter with no goals. Yes, you heard me correctly. If you're just joining us, Sockers trailed 2-0. Got it back to 2-2 just before halftime. And that is where we stand right now. We dip below 3 minutes left here in this third period. That one's going to head up and go behind the scoreboard. Will it stay in play? It will.
How about that?
Exceptional stuff down there from Ismael Santana. Why do you get a seat in the first row here at Pechanga Arena? This could be a part of the action. My goodness, Santana was halfway into the stands and he kept that one in play. But the Sockers get it back just as quickly. Escoto on it for San Diego. 2.5 left here in the third. A lot of ball game left. The Sockers would love to get the lead before the buzzer sounds to end this third frame. Escoto into Pee-wee. Oh. Pardon me.
There it is.
Hiram Ruiz. And there it is for El Paso, flying forward, and it's space for the man of the moment, Santana. Work back to Rios. He scored that thunderbolt to make the score 2-0 back in the second quarter. Still Rios taken to the ground. I think it was all ball, just bit off a little bit more than he could chew there with the ball at his feet.
Yep, Felipe to the rescue.
Here's Boyle. Hiram Ruiz. Ruiz tries to find Gonzalez. Felipe. Leo. Low shot. Save Arevalo. Going to work back to Gonzalez. Chance for the Sockers to press here. El Paso looking a wee bit scrambled, but now back and set with 5 defenders behind the red line. Everybody a defender at the moment. Guerrero Pino drives one, shot blocked, straight up into the stands. Good hands. A goalkeeper in the second row with a fine play. And the Sockers, with 90 seconds remaining here in this third quarter, looking to do what they've done so many times in this arena, and that's put the ball in the back of the net in the third period. Gonzalez drives one off the boards low. Leo traps it. Leo back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Ruiz. Ruiz, still Ruiz, still Ruiz. Leo, Zé Roberto. How about Zé Roberto getting one? Zé Roberto save. Back to the other Brazilian, Leo. And cleared out all the way to Boris Pardo. From Brazil to Queens. Back down to Tijuana. And Escoto is taken to ground. And Chicharo's thinking about it. Chicharo goes for it and almost hit it. 1 minute. 1 minute remaining here in this third quarter. Driving up the pitch is Escoto. Lovely stuff from Brandon. Leo in the corner. Leo. Goal! Auto goal! Leo will take it. Sockers take the lead 3-2. Goal! Last touch off of the El Paso defender, but Leo and Brandon Escoto doing a whole lot for their team here, Craig.
And I'm not sure, did it get a tiny little bit of Salas? Because I think he just chipped it. I think he just lifted it right over the goalie.
Let's see. Somebody got a touch on it. It may have been the goalkeeper. Saw the replay there. Still tough to see.
Leo, basically, his celebration was exactly right. As Escoto will get the assist. Finally. Sockers Magic at 14-14.
De Oliveira. Assisted by number 19, Brandon Escoto. Time of the goal, 14-14.
So want to make sure to give Leo his due credit there. Called that an auto goal in real time. Think about that being an own goal. A El Paso player knocked into his own net. Be curious to get another look at it. It definitely touched someone. It may have just touched the goalkeeper. So that would be a little bit cleaner than my initial call there. So if that is the case, my apologies to Leo. Rios drives it high, almost scored a beauty there. And here's a chance for El Paso. Low drive just wide. Farber, 10 seconds. Go for it. Farber off the boards, given away. Rios, Tapia, Pee-wee off the boards, and that is going to do it for the third quarter. Not the third quarter that we've come to expect here in this grand old arena, but the Sockers will take the lead into the fourth quarter, no less. Yours truly, Nate Abaurrea and Craig Elston will be back with you on the other side of this break right here on NASL TV. Your score after 45 minutes at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. It's the Sockers 3, the Coyotes 2. We're back after this.
Service. Determination.
Motivation.
Dedication.
Knowledge.
We are the directors of Proactive Physical Therapy, and we are committed to your care.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
everyone.
And we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union.
We were all able to get car loans through CalCoast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the CalCoast advantage to us.
Your team. The perfect fit. The game ball. Are you ready? Soccer Loco, next level performance. Your team.
The cheapest seat in the arena, the best section in the Major Arena Soccer League. Join the Deep End, $12 tickets every game. Sing, chant, be an ultra, be a part of the Deep End. San Diego faithful, the Deep End supporters group. More information at sdsoccers.com. The El Paso Coyotes, as they did before the beginning of the third quarter, are taking their sweet, merry old time as a shorthanded group with only 12 players tonight, sticking in this game with a valiant effort, certainly with a bit of gamesmanship in play, trying to refresh the batteries as much as possible, pushing the limits of legality and official patience, but it seems as if they've gotten away with it. And El Paso gotten a little bit of extra rest and rejuvenation and look good and ready to go to give the Sockers a real fight here in the final 15 minutes. The Coyotes led 2-0. Sockers scored twice just before halftime, and Leonardo de Oliveira scored the third just before the end of the third quarter to give the Sockers their first lead of the night. And here on Wild West, honky-tonk cowboy night, like Willie passing it to Waylon, yours truly, Nate Abareya, gives the play-by-play mic to take you the rest of the way to Craig Elston.
Thank you very much, Nate. A fresh 15, the final 15. Let's see if the Sockers have the finishing kick tonight against the Coyotes. Pee Wee to Childs, and the Sockers with a chance to attack left to right. Arevalo, who has been up to the task this evening. Look at this. As he stumbles out, he's trying to draw the call on Farber. Farber had his hands up all the way. And nonetheless, the call is going to be a restart for El Paso. Leo with the goal at 14-14 in the third. Brian Farber the goal at 14 in the second to tie it. The Sockers have been scoring late in quarters. Early quarters have been 6s and 7s for this Sockers team. And we'll see what the first minutes here in the fourth will provide. If San Diego, that's a handball on Luis. Easy to see. And Salas will restart back over to his bench. Here's Pee Wee on the steal to Luis Ortega. Looking left and right. Tried to send it to the right, and it was read well. Salas with a rush. He's got Chicharo to his left and will go down and draw a whistle on Reza. Questionable.
I said Brandon Escoto might have actually continued that in Espanol, and we'll leave it at that.
Salas. Ortega. Gutierrez. Escoto's got it. Can't find a way off of the bench wall. Now a run by Reza. Look at this ball for him. Settles, cuts to the left, steps out. His shot blocked. Escoto will try. Back to Ray. And taken away. Leo. Running hard through the middle.
Rabona Ray may have been a little much there. Surprised he wasn't taking that thing first time, to be quite honest. It was a brilliant ball that I thought it sat up on a string for him, and knowing his style, the guy that loves to just blast a half volley when he gets the chance, just quite surprised he didn't just pull the trigger first time.
The foul on Leo.
Like, I love the showmanship. And you go back to that play with Leo in the first half. You see it. The Sockers turning on the sauce here in the last minute or so, but will it result in what truly matters? And that's a goal.
It's Bond. It's a nice spin.
Lovely.
Bond into the corner. And the most effective defender was Ramiro Cruz.
Unbelievable. Bond fights by 2 players. Brilliant technical ability. Those long legs keeping the ball beneath his feet. And he's finally stopped by the man in black here on Country Night. Oh!
Rhea. Oh, just wide.
I mean, you talk about end-to-end in 5 seconds from that unfortunate occurrence with Bond and the referee, almost to a goal at the other end in 5 seconds.
Jorge Rios.
He's got to be up there for the 3 stars tonight, Rios. He's had a superb game. Really enjoyed watching this player. Number 58 out there for El Paso.
Felipe and Ruiz.
Oh.
Here's Pollo. Can he make it happen? Felipe sees the ball pinball around him. And now a counterattack, and it's 3-on-2 for El Paso. Looking for the equalizer.
Oh.
Tiptoe back!
Oh.
Palacios.
I mean, everything but the finish there.
Oh, puppy.
That was good. One-touch stuff there from El Paso. And the final pass, just a little bit behind. They've been just an inch or 2 ahead. I'm thinking that goes in. Stays at 3-2. El Paso, how about a fighter's chance tonight? This has been more than just a valiant, gutsy performance. They've had moments of quality.
Here's Chaz, the long distribution from Pardo.
Stays in.
Stay in play. Chaz. Zay. Pee-wee, Childs. Tried to leave it back for him, and instead, here we go. Sockers had men deep. It's a counter rush. It's Chicharo, and from behind, Juan Gonzalez. Had to spend a lot, but he got it away. Well done to protect a 3-2 lead with the 4th minute gone in the 4th quarter. 10:55, clock running downward. Here is Tapia. Caceres. He's going to get it back. Rios back to Caceres as El Paso looks to penetrate the Sockers defense. Now, Pollo came running by. That was off him and out of play. Restart coming from the near wall. Tapia is the kind of player who could just lean into one here, but he's going to play it back. Barber instead forced him to make a pass to the middle and then to pressure. Quiet. Rios trying to change that. Rios again.
What's the
the
call?
whistle before the goal?
Oh.
What's this?
Oh, man.
Rios was walking in to score, and they call it against San Diego from someone off play.
Well, someone from El Paso guilty of some sort of screening act,
yeah.
a hold, something of that sort. But
there's really no complaint out there.
No, right as I'm singing the praises of Rios just a couple of minutes ago, saying he's had one of the 3 stars performances tonight. He just diced through everybody like a hot knife through butter, and almost, I thought he had the goal. He did. Man.
Caceres, high and wide. Pee-wee trying to chase it down. But Rios instead. Across! Caceres could not settle that one exactly right.
That was a great ball.
Rios again. Bending wide. Rebound knocked down. Tapia. Corner shot! Did Pardo get a piece?
Love what Rios went for there moments ago. I think Pardo did get a piece of that on that final save. That'll definitely that'll go down as a save, that last one for Pardo.
Under siege.
Yeah.
Up 3-2. Let's go to 2-on-1 with Childs. The extra touch was really left the moment wanting. Now Childs Now Giles, goal! It took a while, but it came. Craig Giles with his 13th of the year from Escoto, out to a 2-goal lead at 4-2.
Finished with the toe in the end of it. It was cheeky from Giles. Baited the keeper out a step or two. Once he finally got it from Escoto, a little bit later, maybe than he would have wanted it, but Escoto held. That was gorgeous from the captain. Giles pokes it home. The Sockers 2 goals to the good now with 8:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Captain Fantastic strikes again.
Scored by number 37, Craig.
Here's a shot, rebound, goal. Gets it right back as the Sockers lapse, and we're 4-3. And the goal for El Paso's El Flaco, Eric Hernandez, has brought us right back.
As easy of a goal as Eric Hernandez is probably going to score in his career. Point blank with nobody in front of him. All the work was done by his teammates. He was called in for that pass to the back post. You know, I take that back a little bit. That first touch may have been a little fortunate coming off the shins there, but he still had to control in traffic. The finish in the end of it from inches out into the back of the net. And just like that, it's back to a 1-goal game.
Time of the goal, 6:13. Here for the Coyotes, the goal by Hernandez Gonzalez at 6:13.
Back under pressure.
So much for that 2-goal lead.
Bond. It's Salas. And a chance to look for more. El Paso on the run! Shot just wide of the left shoulder of Pardo, out of play. Well, the Sockers have been playing a heavy game load, and whether they didn't bring the pure energy tonight or it's just been, I mean, we've seen so many posts, it could have been a different match. But it's not, Nate. It's a 1-goal match with 8 minutes to play right now here in San Diego. The Sockers leading the Coyotes. Can the Sockers close? Here's Leo with a chance. Left-footed, and guess what? Right post, left post, crossbar. He's got the trick. He's going to get the Dakota ring. Farber's going to get the goal. And it's back to 5-3.
Oh, the look on Leonardo de Oliveira's face right now is absolutely priceless. And Brian Farber goes over to Leo and says, I'm going to get my name in lights, but, mate, that's your credit in a lot of ways. Unlucky again for Leo to not score, but he gets it into Farber, and Leo's going to get another assist. And you see him trying to laugh it off, and Farber, after the initial celebration, pointed over to Leo saying, well done, mate. Unlucky that you didn't get the goal, but he gets the assist at the end of it. The Sockers get the 2-goal lead back.
Opening up now with 3 goals in the last 70 seconds, and we get to timeout. This is something that obviously is timely, so it needs to be repeated. And again, we're sending it out all across tomorrow. We're giving a sneak announcement here today on MASL TV and Soccer's action here. Furloughed Workers Night next Sunday. And this is whether or not the shutdown stops tomorrow, by the way. Okay? This has been too long. There's been too many families suffering. As I was heading south yesterday, I just walked by a guy, happened to be talking on the street saying, yeah, well, our WIC was approved for March, but we don't know April, we don't know. So there's a lot of uncertainty out there, and the one thing you don't have is disposable income at that point to take your family out, right? So let's make it easy on you. It's always free parking at Pechanga Arena, San Diego for San Diego Soccer's home games. Not for any other event, but for Soccer's home games. And that's a $15 savings to your family. Show your government workers ID Sunday at the Pechanga Arena box office and get a free ticket to that night's match. Plus, anyone that you bring with you can get in for the discount price of $12, the lowest price we offer. What a great deal. Take advantage. Come on out and enjoy the Sockers next week. Youth Sports Night, Furloughed Workers Night, Sockers in Turlock at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Farber's got 3 on the season now, 2 on the night. And Leo's got 2 points in a row. And now, can San Diego hold a multi-goal lead and build it at home? Now we get to see something we haven't seen truly all year. Sockers have that lead they want. Now what can they do with it? Childs. Here's Juan Gonzalez. Through ball and just a little bit off. Escoda was making that run. Now Felipe's going to win it back. Danger, danger. Juan Gonzalez trying to feed Childs. Felipe trying to feed Childs! Deflected by on an almost own goal off the right post. Somehow to Arevalo. 6:42 left to play. Shot goal! Staying with it, Palacios. He tried so hard before, he's got it now, and the Sockers again must wonder as it is 5-4.
You know, about 5-10 seconds ago, I had that broken record, next goal is going to be huge going on in the brain. And a few seconds later, we're struck with this. Palacios just sticking with it, as you said. And maybe a deeper meaning to the individual sticking with it, because this team, a total team effort for El Paso. The Coyotes are sticking with it, and here's Leo with a chance.
Leo bike try through the legs of players. Leo's back up to look for it, so is Escoto. The unassisted goal because it was an errant touch by Boris. Couldn't get control of that, kind of a funny hop, and it was turned into a great goal. Leo, trouble. Leo down to the face. Leo went down hard. Was that to the throat? It's kind of where he's holding, throat or chest. Let's take another look, Nate.
We'll see here. All sorts of contact going on up the boards, and
here's Leo in this replay. Yeah, it looks like maybe a hand strike to the throat. Maybe. Gutierrez.
He's back up and looking spry.
He's like Chuck Norris's little buddy. Can handle this stuff. That wasn't a Patrick Swayze hand strike to the throat. More dangerous Roadhouse
Not
style.
a Roadhouse. Not a Roadhouse hit. Walker, Texas Ranger hit.
Exactly.
What is the ratio? What is, what's the exchange rate there?
Well, it's like network TV type hit versus.
Okay.
5:32 in the fourth. 5-4 San Diego. De Roberto to Pee-wee. Pino is back out there. Expect Guerrero Pino to be out there with Pee-wee Ortega a lot, as long as this match is one goal.
Yeah. Those are the defenders. Those are the guys.
It is fair to point out that the Sockers have been without all weekend both Ray Contreras and Cesar Serna. They're numbers 1 and 2 in Les Pino defenders. Right? Those 3 and Pee-wee are the top 4. Under 5 to play in the fourth, and the Sockers up 1.
Back to your vehicle. You have left your car running, the lights on with the doors locked.
Craig, did you leave your car running with the lights on and the doors locked? Apparently there was somebody who did that.
I'm not saying I've never done that, but I'm saying I didn't do it today.
See, I've never driven a car new enough where I could leave it on and have it locked.
5-4, El Paso. And see, you and I are feeling the same energy right now, Nate, that this arena is currently feeling, which is it's casual, it's a little janky, there's not that intensity right now. And that's very much, look at this.
That's got to be
Pino's
a foul
going to draw a foul. This is a very dangerous set piece to try and tie it right now. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. The game is a little casual right now, and the Coyotes are not. And the result is about to become quite stunning to the Sockers if they're not careful. Because this is going to be a pure free kick. And in fact, about a step inside, but right down the middle of the top of the arc. So even more dangerous. And Rios, we know, can strike it.
It's this lower left corner right here. Nope.
Timeout. This is timeout, is what it is.
Timeout, El Paso.
talking about it now up on the big screen as well, and I appreciate that. I think it's a really exciting announcement for the Sockers for next week. A lot of exciting announcements coming up in the weeks and months ahead as the Sockers get ready to try and chase the Ron Newman Cup. That's to be sure. We'll be talking about it tomorrow on Sockers Overtime. Why don't you go ahead and pull out your smartphone? You're a Sockers fan watching right now in the fourth quarter. Let's clean this up. If you have this, I'm going to say if you have this wrong in your phone, let's make it right. Okay? Go to your podcast app. It was there when you got your phone. And then when you go to the podcast app, there's that little magnifying glass, right? The old search. You go Sockers Overtime. That's Sockers. Overtime. And when you do that, boom, it comes up. You'll find it. You'll click it. You click right on that logo with Craig Elston and Nate Abarea, and you see subscribe. And you want to click subscribe. And then when you do, you'll get this nice check mark, and it says subscribed. And literally, in the time it took me to say that, Nate Abarea did that. So I know you could have done it too. So get your phone, do that, subscribe to Sockers Overtime, and then you just don't have to worry about it. It'll drop right into your phone every Monday. You'll get a little notification that says Sockers Overtime's available, and you'll get caught up to date on everything San Diego Sockers.
I normally don't do that, but I wanted to sort of, give the example as we were flowing there. Try to stay away from subscribing to my own podcast, but I think we'll make an exception there.
I think you should. Jose Moreno. You might want to hear what you said. Here's Moreno. Chicharo. Back heels. Save Pardo. Here's Bond on the run.
The bounce.
It's going to hop too high. No, it won't. He'll save it, but it's too low for the opportunity for a true run. 4:05 to play. 5-4 San Diego. Long ball. Chance. Shot punched out. Escoto looking for one after two helpers. Chicharo.
I have been listening back to the podcast, by the way. It's been on Spreaker.
Excellent.
Been listening on Spreaker.
And by the way, you can go to the Mighty 1090 app and subscribe there as well, or Mighty1090.com website.
But now I'm subscribed. Now
I
I'm
appreciate that.
invested in my own product in every way.
I know where podcasts live. They live in your phone. That's where they live. Not just you, Nate, but the royal you, so to speak, everyone out there. Leo, waiting for this from Pardo. Heads it back over to Felipe Gonzalez. Clock down to 3:20. Sockers looking for breathing room here.
Yeah, they got to get it. This is a big chance to just get the sixth and put this game on ice and get done with. Make it a perfect weekend for SD.
Guerrero Pino. Pee-wee Ortega. Here's Leo spinning, and Arevalo comes out. Uses the side glass perfectly. Avoids defensive clearance, but now there's under 3 to play. Nervous time in San Diego. Pee-wee Ortega. 1-2, one touch. Childs tries to give it back. Gonzalez settles. Gonzalez right wing. Stopping Escoto. He must score and does. And there's the insurance with 2:38 to play. Escoto from Juan Gonzalez. 6-4.
Have another chip. Have another chip. Cheeky, lovely. Patience is a virtue. Once this thing falls to Escoto, he's thinking, do I blast? No. That's delightful. That's absolutely delightful. Vamos. Vamos, Brandon Escoto. The Tijuanense makes it 6-4.
And Gonzalez has played a great match. Picks up a deserved point for tonight. Escoto, his 3rd point of the night. A goal and 2 assists. And his 9th of the season. And now, 6 attacker must be the thought, and is the thought, for El Paso. It's the only natural response. We're going to have to check the shorts to see who donned that jersey of the 6th attacker, which is all in black. In fact, it's not a jersey. It looks like it's a warm-up jacket to me. I'm not positive of that from up here, but
oh man,
I think that's what the official just said. You've got to have a 6th attacker jersey to do this. And I really think that's true. It's Caseras, by the way. I think they're going to just let it be. Like, hey, we didn't bring it, so what do you want? 6 attackers from 236 down here for El Paso. 6 on 5 on attack. Now, Caceres has the right to go back into net. He's not wearing gloves. However, I believe he can still use his hands. He'll be tested here as Pollo comes down, feeds Pee-wee. Pollo was waiting for the return pass.
Got the touches from the officials tonight.
They've been there. 2:05 in the fourth.
It's exceptional stuff.
Pollo knocked down, play on. Ruiz shoots it wide over Chicharo's head. Pee-wee Ortega. 6 attackers now becoming just a goalie.
The final 2 minutes of this evening's game. Time to get out and make noise with the team.
Here's Pee-wee wide open. Pee-wee goes for the extra pass to Juan Gonzalez. Ball spinning in front of the top. Salas. Spinning past the tackle attempt by Farber is Rios. There's 1:18 to go. Long shot wide. Well played by Pollo off the sidewall glass. Here's Pee-wee again. He's just got the keeper in front of him to beat. He's going to chip in midfield. It's going to get in there. Pee-wee makes it 7-4. Shooting from the center shield and scoring.
Pee-wee Ortega puts this result to bed. Wondering if he was going to dribble by the 6th attacker. He said no need. Empty netter with finesse. Bent in, 7-4. Good night, Irene.
13:53 on the time of goal. They're going to stick with it. And Pee-wee gets his 4th of the year.
Score for number 69, Luis Ortega. 1 minute remaining in the 4th quarter. Assisted by number 7, Brian Farber.
Oh, and give Farber a 2-goal, 1-assist night.
Both teams effectively calling it a night here.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know about this.
I don't think I have ever seen this before.
This is akin to a basketball game with the 24-second clock off.
Wow. Okay.
Chance for the Sockers fans to make some noise to the finish.
5 goals in the last 2 matches for Brian Farber, or for Craig Childs, pardon me. Brian Farber exchanging handshakes down on the field. 2 goals and an assist tonight. Brandon Escoto, a goal and 2 assists. Leo, 1 and 1. 7-4 is your final score tonight from Pechanga Arena, San Diego, as both teams in mutual agreement walk off the final minute and change tonight. We're going to call that sportsmanship. El Paso said, in the great words of Roberto Duran, no mas. And the Sockers said, okay, we'll go ahead and leave it right where it is. It's a win. It's 6 in a row for San Diego. It's 4-1 at home, and it's 8-1 clear and in front. 3 full games in front now as Tacoma holds 4 losses. The Fury 5. One of those 2 clubs right now looks like they could face not making the playoffs, as the Sockers are starting early in the year to establish the cushion that we hoped they would.
Absolutely. Big weekend for the Sockers. Perfect weekend for the Sockers in more ways than one. What went on around the division and what they accomplished on their own. Real quickly, credit to the El Paso Coyotes tonight for just showing that their organization is most definitely improving. We talk about clubs and on the building blocks and moving on their way up, and sometimes we talk, I don't want to say disingenuously, but you want to encourage these teams, and sometimes it can be frustrating when the fruits of the labor aren't there, when you wonder why certain clubs are stagnating in this league. We talked with the commissioner back on Soccer's Overtime just before the season got underway. We asked him about any surprise teams. He talked about the Barracudas of Rio Grande Valley, and what we've seen from RGV over the last year or so, it hasn't exactly been highly competitive most of the time. They put the Sockers into overtime on opening night. here at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. The El Paso Coyotes played a lot of laughers against the Sockers over the last couple of years. Here this evening, anything but. That was a close game. That was a fight to the finish. And it wasn't just, as I said during the fourth quarter, one of those real gritty performances and real just nitty-gritty shows from the side that knows they're the underdog. There were plenty of brilliant technical displays from the Coyotes tonight. A much, much improved side, and credit to them, and I hope this continues. I hope the road continues to go upwards as far as the overall quality, the total team efforts from this El Paso team. And if there is one individual, we spotlighted Tapia going into the game, but Jorge Rios gets a tip of my cap, my tip of my cowboy cap here on the honky-tonk Wild West night at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Much credit to Jorge Rios. Definitely would get one of my 3-star spots here this evening. The goal and just the total game performance from El Paso's number 58. Cheers to you, Jorge Rios. Cheers to the Sockers for a brilliant 7-4 victory in the end of it.
Again, San Diego gets the win, and as the deep end celebrates, the fans see the high five circling of the field, which is a great San Diego Sockers tradition. There's your picture right there, boys. It's a picture of joy. It's a picture of celebration.
I like Salvaggio and Sonny. That was a good tandem there.
And Phil's ready to hustle on out of here with 2 wins in his hip pocket. So are we. The Sockers will be on the road Friday in Tacoma. You can watch that match at 7:30 from ShoWare Arena. I will be on that trip, Nate. You want to come? No, you're probably busy.
I do have commitments.
You're probably busy.
Just a few.
But
I will see you on Sunday.
Yeah, so I'll be there. So don't forget to check out the Sockers if you haven't on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, at San Diego Sockers, San Diego Sockers page on Facebook, whichever platform you proliferate or multiple. We are there and providing different content on each feed. So at San Diego Sockers, the place to find all my coverage from Washington, from travel day to training in the morning to before the match, during the match, and after.
Such a cool venue up there in Tacoma.
It's really nice.
Such a classic arena soccer locale there, and such a great history with the game up in the Pacific Northwest and in the Seattle and Tacoma areas. Very classic. Got a real bit of nostalgia attached to it anytime those teams go toe-to-toe up there. And soccer's looking for a little revenge against Tacoma after what Danny Waltman came in here and did, what Tacoma came in here and did as a team back a few weeks ago, way back in December of 2018, what Tacoma did here in San Diego. Soccer's anxious to give a little payback.
Then on Sunday, Turlock in for the first time this year, Retro Hat Night. They're showing it on the big screen right now. It's got that trucker look. It's got the white front with the classic Sockers Kicking K logo and the blue brim. It's terrific. It's a looker. It's one you want. It's one you'll keep. It's one you'll use. Come and get it next Sunday. And if you are a government worker, if you're one of these folks affected by this government shutdown that's the longest in United States history, come bring your government ID right to the Pechanga Arena box office on Sunday evening. Get yourself a free ticket to come watch the San Diego Sockers. Free parking, free ticket. You can come on in and enjoy whatever you enjoy to eat or drink. Man, you're working in the bonus right there, right? Gotta love it. We'll see you here next Sunday. For Nate Abatea, for our terrific TVX video crew, captained by the estimable Ted Bendrick. Greg Elston here saying so long from San Diego, where the Sockers beat El Paso 7-4. Good night.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life. The perfect fit. The game ball. Are you ready? Soccer Loco. Next level performance.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man U fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Sockers, all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome, and the fun continues this Sunday night when the Sockers take on the Turlock Express. It's Youth Sports Night, and all fans receive a snazzy new Sockers retro logo hat. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to stsockers.com.